So I'm going to be looking at the pound dollar. I've looked at the euro dollar in a previous video, so I'm going to look at the pound dollar. Now, let's go out to the larger time frames, as I like to start in larger time frames, and let's see what's happened. Now, what we've had is price has come down into the area around the 120 level, as low as when we saw the pretty much flash crash, and the lowest low on a monthly time frame was, according to these charts and this broker, 119.04.8. Now, we've had several months of consolidation, and this month here we broke to the upside, which out of that consolidation, which was the fourth month of this year, which is April, had a small consolidation and slight pullback there, where we did have some bearish price action in August, but in September we have pushed up, large engulfing candle. We are trading above the month's open by quite a bit, so we do have a long bias based on the monthly time frame and price trading above the month's open. So let's go down to the weekly. The week's open I use as a primary. I look at it as a pivot point, really. So if we are trading above the week's open, I am looking for long. If we are trading below it, I'm looking for short, providing it is in line with the overall trend on the monthly time frame. So now let's have a look at this. As we've seen, the previous 2 weeks in particular, we've seen large moves to the upside, candles closing near their highs, which suggests their bullishness to the market. Now, this week and today in particular, as you can see, it's currently bearish, which can be expected in light of the fundamental news expecting in regards to the US dollar and the possible interest rate decisions. If there are any surprises, we will likely see a move counter to the primary trend, especially in the short term. But at the moment, we do have a long bias on the pound dollar, so this may be just a case of a pullback before a move to the upside on the FOMC decision. So currently we are trading below the week's open, so I would be looking for any long positions on the pound dollar. So let me just go down a bit, although I'm not going to make much out of this looking at it on the 1 day. So as you can see, yesterday we did open and close bearish, but today currently, which candle would have opened at 134.94, we're currently 135.17. So price has pushed back up. What we're likely to see play out here is possibly a bull flag. Might encompass the 134.29 level for the flag before a break to the upside. Further move upwards to the 140s, but we'll wait and see how this plays out. We want to see the price above the week's open, and let's go down to the hourly. Let's see where we are on the hourly. Again, we've had a mean reversion, pull back to the moving averages, large move to the downside on this candle. And usually when a large move to the downside is preceded by some consolidation, and we don't get a sell-off within a couple of candles or so much, we usually can interpret this large move to the downside was large selling. This large move to the downside was not an indicator of a change in trend, but merely a pullback. Could be people getting out of positions, could be people getting squeezed out of positions. But when we do see the action that has followed it, we can interpret that as the market being bullish overall, if you're looking at a 60-minute chart. But again, looking at support around about that 134.29 level, which we are quite a bit away from. So yeah, pound dollar, I've still got a long bias on this currency pair, provided it trades above the week open. I am looking, I primarily don't trade news, so we'll see what happens with the FOMC and how the markets react, and however they decide to react. I will trade it based on the pivots which I've mentioned earlier, so the opens of both the monthly and the weekly. So I'll see how the markets react, and I'll trade in accordance with the market reaction. So that's what I expect on the pound dollar. I've got a long bias as well. At the end of this video, I'm going to it's going to say LCS. So like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. And thanks for watching.